You've been in this position before, but maybe not quite the same, where you are going to begin a season where Kolten Wong is our starting second baseman and he's our guy. What's that finally like?
Oh man, I mean, I feel like this has been, a long time coming. I've been working, putting in the work and the time, and all this effort to try and get to this position. So obviously it's definitely a cool experience to have the belief in me. I feel like that just wasn't there in previous years, and now that I have Shildt behind my back and wanting me to be out there, I think everybody saw the second half of the season that I had last year. That's just the freedom that he gave me to go out there and be myself and play. And once I got that and the confidence behind me, I knew I could do what I did last year.
You won one defensive award, but you didn't win the Gold Glove. What'd you think when that news came out?
I mean, it was one of those things where it was a toss-up between all three of us. You can't say that DJ LeMahieu doesn't deserve a Gold Glove, or Javi Baez doesn't deserve a Gold Glove. I think we were all put in a situation where, we're at that level, and it could have gone either way. So definitely it was a good eye-opening experience for me to see that, I was one of the top three, but it definitely lit a fire in me to know that I want to be number one.
Who's your all-time second baseman defensively that you think, man, this guy is great, I want to get to that level?
It was funny. My first year in the big leagues, when we were playing against the Reds, I saw Brandon Phillips, and I turned to John Jay. I'm like, I'm gonna be better than that guy one year, or when I get to this point, and that's always been kind of like my push is, I saw how fluid and how good he made defense look, and he just kind of played with this swagger, and I knew that I wanted to get to that point, and I was going to push myself to get there. So I think Brandon Phillips is definitely the guy that kind of made me want to take that step to become a good defensive second baseman.
How about your all-time defensive play? There had to have been one of those things from last year.
Yeah.
What jumps out at you? Which one?
Obviously people look at the Justin Turner play and see that one, and that was a pretty cool play. That was, a lot of reaction. But the one that I liked the most was against the Reds. I think it was Scooter Janelle at first base. I forget who it was. Somebody hit a fly ball to short right center, and I ran back and caught it, turned double play. That was one of the best ones because in that situation you have to be correct on every single step you make, every single break you take, and for that one I knew I did everything correct, and allowed me to get to that ball.
One spring training you told me that your emphasis was going to be not be so hard on yourself. Have you mastered that?
I'm not mastered it, but I'm getting a lot better. I think when you want to be that guy all the kids look up to, but people don't realize how hard it is to play at this level. I started really stepping back and looking at my situation and how I've been doing so far in my first 5 years in the big leagues, and I realized that this is a process that I gotta enjoy the ups and the downs, the goods and the bads. You gotta just roll with it and enjoy it and embrace it and learn from it.
Why is Mike Shildt the right guy to manage Kolten Wong?
He's been a big advocate of me since Double-A. First year I got to play with him in Double-A. He was there, and the belief that he had in me and the belief that he had in every single player. It's just one of those things where when you have someone who cares so much about you and really believes in you, you're gonna do everything you can to go out there and play the best that you can. And from having a guy that has fought for me since day one to manager of the big league club now, all I want to do is play my best for him and do what I can to help win games.
Offensively, what's the game plan? You used to tell me sometimes when I hit home runs, it's the worst thing in the world, but you have some power. Mm-hmm. What's your game plan offensively?
I think it's been definitely taking some progressions, but just kind of continue the path that I did last year. I really figured out my swing, my stance last year, and I was able to keep that throughout the offseason and build on it, and kind of get to right now. And I'm really confident in my swing and offensively where I'm going to be this year. And regardless of where I'm hitting, I know I'm going to do my job and help this team win.